Welcome back, toy fans, to this Christmas Day edition of Ronald's Reviews. And on today's episode, we've got lots of gifts from friends and some US pickups. Cue the match. Welcome back, everyone. Now, like I said in the intro, today we have got lots of gifts from friends and we've got some US pickups as well. Now, I'm very, very lucky to be surrounded by some amazingly generous people, and I've received quite a few gifts recently, as well as one very, very special Christmas gift and some US pickups as well. Now, again, like I said, I'm very lucky. I'm surrounded by amazing people, but one of those people as well is VTR Dave, and he's always extremely generous. Dave buys from the US quite regularly, and he now allows me to piggyback on his US parcel. Once the parcel's full, it gets sent over to Dave, and then Dave sends on the things that I've picked up as well. So thank you, Dave. I really do appreciate you allowing me to do that. But without further ado, let's go see what I've been sent, and let's see what these US pickups are. Okay, everyone, so we're going to start with these guys. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Luke, you told us, you made a big post on YouTube and social media that you weren't going to do a Christmas Day episode, you just didn't have time. Well, the weird thing about that was, the minute I put those posts out, about an hour later, Connor disappeared out with his mates, and I was meant to be taking Rachel shopping for Christmas, sort of Christmas food and all that lot. And that usually takes a good couple of hours, and then we had plans on the evening. Well, Connor went out, and then all of a sudden, Rachel's sister offered to take her shopping. So within an hour, all of a sudden, I had an empty house and unplanned sort of 2 hours worth of time. So all of a sudden, you know, it just presented itself, and I thought, right, while I've got the opportunity, let's get the camera out and just see if we can get the footage done. So here we are. So I apologise for the confusion, everyone, but a nice surprise. I hope you agree. Okay, so we're going to start with these. So these were sent from my good friend Jason over at Travels with Jason F. Great channel, check it out. Every channel that I mentioned today, I will leave a link in the description below. But Jason sent me these. He'd done a bit of a house clearance with somebody and wasn't sure what I needed and sent me a few bits. So, first of all, he sent me a real Ghostbusters Winston Zedmore. Now, I do have this figure, but always nice to have spare figures. Maybe in the future, you know, with Jason's blessing, obviously I can maybe help somebody out with somebody else out with this figure. But really nice. But he did send me a figure that I don't have. He also sent me a Winston from the Fright Features line, which I don't have. So now I'm probably going to have to pick the rest of these up. Thank you, Jason. You've given me another line to get there, but I do like them. I've got to admit. So very, very kind of Jason to send me that. He then sent me these. Now, if you don't recognise these are accessories for the 3.75-inch Galoob A-Team figures. Now, I have just started picking those up, but I don't have these. I think... Oh, one's gone. So I think that backpack goes with Hannibal, and I think that is the sort of toolbox or something like... I think that goes with BA. So definitely need those, so thank you, Jason. They will come in great because I'm just picking those up now. But not only that, he then sent me some new Proton packs as well for the real Ghostbusters. So this is Peter Venkman's, and this one is for Egon. Now, I do have these already, but the ones I have are broken, so these are really nice upgrades. These are all intact, no broken pieces, so these are perfect, Jason. So they will go with my real Ghostbusters figures. They are a lovely upgrade, so I really do appreciate that. So thank you, mate. Very, very generous of you. But yeah, okay, so we've got a lot to get through today, so let's move on to the next ones. Okay, so here's the next one. So here is the Reaction Super 7 Back to the Future 2 carded Griff Tannen. And I absolutely love this. This is the first Reaction figure I've got. And this, we were very, very lucky. Myself and Rachel, a couple of weeks ago, we had a bit of a day out and we met up with DTM Dave and the lovely Helen, but we also met up with our Si and the equally lovely Anne-Marie, and it was just such a pleasure to see these guys in person, to meet up with them, have a bit of a day out. It was really good fun, just lovely company. But Dave passed me this. Now, obviously some gifts were exchanged, and he gave me Back to the Future 2 Griff Tannen with his Pitbull hoverboard, and I absolutely love this. I'm a big fan of Back to the Future 2 especially. I don't actually know if Dave realised that, but absolutely love it, so I'm definitely going to pick up a few more of these. I think it's great. I really do like these figures, and I actually don't think they're badly priced as well for what they are. I know with, you know, when everything's going up, all figures are going up, but Really, really love this. So I just think tiny crease at the top there. Dave seemed concerned about it, but I'm not Dave. Absolutely love it. It's fantastic. So that is going to take its place on the Back to the Future shelf. And yeah, I'm definitely going to pick up a few more of these now just to go with him. But that is awesome. So thank you guys, Dave, Helen. Really do appreciate that. It's very, very kind of you. But yeah, love it. Okay, moving on. Okay, and the next item is this very, very nice 2023 Toy Polloi annual. Now, I'm sure you all know Dave at Toy Polloi. Amazing channel, lovely guy. And he's now got his own annual, which I intended to pick up, but recently I helped him out with a little bit of a mask project that he was doing. Helped him out with a couple of accessories, and in return he sent me this. Now, I've already got some Toy Polloi merch, so I don't think he wanted to send the same thing. And he asked me if I had an annual. I said I intend to pick one up, but didn't have one yet. And look what he sent me, and how cool is that? We've got Dave as a little mask character in the corner there, on the front cover as well, very Unicron. I'm assuming that he's meant to look like Unicron there, but then of course we've got various other characters on the front. We've got Skeletor, and we know Dave loves the Skeletor with his Skeletor arm. We've got Stormtrooper, we've got Laserbeak there, Soundwave. I'm not entirely sure what Action Force character that's, G.I. Joe, isn't it, or Action Force, but what a lovely little book. And there's some great stuff in there. He's even signed it for me, which was very nice of him. But yeah, really, really pleased to get that, and definitely going to have a blast reading that over the holidays. But what a cool thing to have. Now, I believe these are sold out. However, you know, you can get in touch with Dave via his YouTube channel. I'm sure he'd be happy to explain if there's going to be any more available. I believe they are sold out now. But if they're sold out, then maybe, you know, some more could be produced. I don't know, but yeah, very, very pleased to get that. So thank you again, Dave. You really didn't need to send me anything in return, but I know you are a big believer in sort of returning the favour. But yeah, absolutely love that. Thank you. Okay, so moving on. Okay, and here's the next item now. I was absolutely buzzing when I got this. This was completely unexpected, had no idea it was coming, and this is from my very, very good friend. You'll have heard me mention him a million times before, Derby Collector. He sent me this as a Christmas gift. He knows I'm collecting Bravestar. You know, I was absolutely blown away when I opened this. I'm really loving Bravestar right now, really enjoying collecting it. And if you know Bravestar, you'll know that this is Outlaw Scuzz. So sort of like the mirror opposite to Deputy Fuzz, on the good guy side, but I love this guy, and so difficult to get complete as well. So he's got his little truck, I don't know if you'd call it a little truck, his little buggy, whatever you would call it, but these handles and sort of, I don't know if they're laser pistols that double up as handles, they're often missing, but the decals are all in great shape. These sides lift up as well to sort of reveal sort of, I don't know if you can see that, little potions and things like that, but oh, I was so happy when I opened this. And like I say, so unexpected, but Derby Collector has done so much for me, and he continues to do so much for me, but he does it for everyone. Just one of them guys that just loves helping people and loves helping other collectors and his friends. But yeah, that is absolutely awesome. Keep an eye on the channel though, because you're going to see more Bravestar coming. I've got other things to show, but this is going to display perfectly in my Bravestar collection. But yeah, thank you again, Derby Collector. That is absolutely awesome. I absolutely love him, and he will be treasured. Yeah, really cool. Okay, moving on. Okay, and the last item today is this very, very large box from the US. Now, before I start, I've got to give a huge, huge shout out to somebody else that just helps me all the time. So supportive and does so much for me. And it'll be no surprise to any of you that man is VTR Dave. Now, VTR Dave has contacts overseas in the US, and I am very, very lucky that Dave buys quite a lot from the US, but the way it works is he has sort of, if you like, sort of a container. And when this container's full, it then ships to Dave. So I'm very, very lucky that Dave lets me piggyback on his US orders now. And basically you can get things far cheaper, certain things far cheaper in the US than you can in the UK. So what Dave does is he allows me to sort of piggyback on it. If I buy anything, it ships to his crate. And then when it comes to Dave, Dave then passes it on. What I've bought passes on to me. So the only thing is you can get things really cheap, but you've got to be prepared to wait for them because they do take a while to come. But Dave's allowed me to do that, and they finally arrived. So let's look at what goodies that I've picked up from the US, and I'm very, very excited to get into this. I've opened it briefly just to make sure that I can do it quickly on camera, but when I say that, it's going to be awkward because that don't want to bend back. And now that's catching my light. Oh my God, best laid plans. Okay, there's a tiny little note. Let's start with that because I can't open the box. It says, "Hey Luke, your goodies from the US. Enjoy, VTR Dave." Okay, now, can I open this box because it's causing me a serious problem? Okay, oh, I can spy some chocolate. That's usually the work of DCB June. So we've got some lovely chocolate there. I'm assuming Swedish chocolate. I've had this before though, it's lovely. So thank you guys. Okay, and I can see the first item, so let's get that out and take a look. Okay, so you may or may not be aware, everybody, that I'm now starting to pick up some Coleco Rambo figures, and I picked up this carded weapons pack. I think it's from 1986. And you can see on the back there, look, some of the figures. Now, I'm just going to give you an example. Now, the cheapest one of these in the UK on eBay was £30 plus postage. And I picked this up in the US for £8, or the equivalent to £8 was. I think it was around $12. So it just shows you the difference. If you're able to pick things up in the US and you're lucky enough like me to have friends that can do this for you, you're going to save a lot of money. So very, very pleased with that. Okay, moving on now. Now these are going to give a big shout out to my good friend Jeff Barker from Chasing 80s Toys. Now this, me and a few other lads were on a phone call with him a while ago now, and he was showing off some of his amazing comic book collection, and I've got to say I'm very easily influenced, but he showed a couple of comics that I just thought they are fantastic and I'd really love to pick them up. Well, again, luckily I was able to get them. So we have got a Transformers number 2. Very, very pleased with that. They're bagged and carded as well, just to keep them protected. But not only did I get a number 2, what I was really happy to pick up was, and this is the one that Jeff showed us on the call, I've picked myself up a Transformers number 1. And I'm very, very pleased to get that in the collection. That is going to go on the Transformers shelf. I'm not going to get it graded because I don't think it would get a very good score, so I think it would be pointless. But very, very pleased to get that. And Jeff showed his Transformers number 1 on the call, and I just thought, I need to have that. So very lucky to get that. And finally, in this little bag are 2 pickups that I was very, very excited about. So first of all, I picked up a lovely mask item, Mr. Brad Turner, with his Hocus Pocus mask, but if you look closely you'll see no holes in the top, so that is the short mask. So that is the short version, the early version released in the US, and harder to get now. But yeah, picked that up for a great price, so very, very pleased with that. And then, just swimming around in the bottom of the bag, no figure, but I also managed to pick up Slyrax's Stiletto mask. And again, it's the short version, no holes in the top. So very pleased with that. So there we go, everyone, everything back on the table, and I think you'll agree, not a bad day's work there. So I just want to apologise again, everyone, if this video's taken you by surprise, but a nice surprise, hopefully, and I hope you're all having an amazing Christmas and enjoying some time with your loved ones and enjoying the holidays. But I just want to say thank you again to VTR Dave and DCB June for allowing me to piggyback on those US parcels, and for the lovely chocolate as well. I will enjoy that over Christmas. Dave over at Toy Polloi, absolutely love the annual, Dave. Thank you so much. I will have a blast reading that over the holidays. Jason from Travels with Jason F. Thank you, Jason, for all those accessories and the Ghostbusters figures. They are fantastic. I am going to pick up some more of the Fright features now, I think. And, of course, I've got the A-Team accessories, and those Proton packs are a massive upgrade on the ones I've already got, so thank you. Also, huge thank you to Derby Collector, once again, come up trumps for me. I mean, this guy, wow, he helps me so much and just always seems to know what I'm looking for, what I need. Yeah, just top guy. Thank you so much. Make sure you follow him on Instagram, everybody. And last but certainly not least, my reaction figure, Back to the Future 2, Griff Tannen. Thank you so much to DTM Dave and the lovely Helen. Really do appreciate that. You really didn't have to, but absolutely love it, and I am going to pick some more of those up as well now. So, but yeah, there we go, everyone. Surprise Christmas episode, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by and giving me a shot. I hope you'll consider leaving a like and subscribing. And if you're one of my existing viewers and existing subscribers, thank you for sticking with me, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Leave any comments or questions in the comment section below. I try to read everyone's comments and get back to everybody. And as always, keep collecting. Merry Christmas, everyone. Enjoy some time with your loved ones. I hope you're having a great holiday, and I'll see you next time.